Alright, so I'm at this is my second stop for the day. I did a one chip repair for a retail customer. I'm at one of my dealerships right now. We got actually we got 7 cars. 35 bucks each, 7 cars. It's probably gonna take me about less than 2 hours to do these. So I'm gonna make $245, 2 hours of work. I already made 60. So the first 4 hours of my day, I'm at 300 bucks. Doing a little video for the YouTube channel. I haven't done one for a couple weeks. I'm gonna try and see if I can get this set somewhere where I can do the repair on video, so you guys can see a little bit of stuff today. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so got that set up. First step, just drill out the impact point. I don't know if you can see the little ball on the end of this bit. I usually go a little bit past it. You don't want to go too far on that, because if you go too deep with the drill bit, you're gonna end up getting the laminate on the end, and it's gonna kill the bit. Beautiful day today. Nice overcast day. Make sure we still got it focused on that chip. I'm gonna set my bridge up real quick. About 4 or 5 drops is what I usually use per chip, unless it's huge. Which I do have a huge one I'm going to be doing later today. I'm just going to put this white towel. It's overcast, but I don't want to keep as much sun off of the chip as I can while I'm working on it. Because as you know, this resin we use cures with ultraviolet light, either from my lamp or from the sun, which puts out ultraviolet light as well. So go back down on pressure. Get these legs filled in. Just 3 legs on this chip. Pretty simple chip for me. Back on vacuum. Basically the whole process is using pressure and vacuum to get the resin in and pull out the air pockets inside the brake. Once you have it completely filled in, then you apply the UV light to it, cures that resin, makes it solid, and basically just bonds that all together. Just gonna turn that a little bit. I'm gonna open this up from where my drill hole is with my probe a little bit, just to get that resin in there a little better. Heard that little crack that just kind of help me get it filled in. Move it a little bit because the resin's kind of coming out. All right. So got this one. All the legs are filled. Just got to plug my light in. Got my you got the chip all filled in. You might be able to see the legs from certain angles. Now I got my UV lamp right here. Put this on. This lamp, like I said, the UV light will cure that resin. While this is curing, what I like to do so I can make more money per hour is I grab my stuff and I go on to my next car, which is actually another Honda Accord. This blue one right here. It's pretty messed up, but it does have a pretty good sized chip right there on the windshield. We're gonna fix that. I'm gonna go ahead and end this little video. Let me get a clear shot of that. That's the chip. But I'll get it started and I'll start another video of the repair. Alright, so we're on this chip. I got my bridge set up. I'm about to put it on pressure. You're going to see how fast these bullseye chips actually fill in. They fill in extremely fast if you drill them out in the right spot. Put the pressure on. It's going to force that resin in. And this thing, you can see actually, there's still a little bit of air right in here. If I can get this thing focused, right in there's a little air pocket, but the rest of the chip is pretty much filled in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull that out by creating a vacuum in there, backing up my bridge. It's gonna kind of pull that air out. We're gonna go ahead and redo that. Now on this chip, we also have a little leg coming out. I don't know how well you can see this, but right there's a little leg, so we're gonna go ahead and push on it a little bit, get that resin to start flowing up. You see that? Open it up and let the pressure inside the bridge force the resin up. Just keep repeating until you get it all the way to the end of that little leg, so it's filled all the way in. One more good hold, let that resin fill into that crack, and then let the pressure down, and it's going to fill all the way down. Got that all filled in. There's one other little spot on this. I wish my camera would just stay focused, but that little leg right there, this little leg, I got to get filled in also. You know, it's coming off of that leg I just did. Just a little bend in it. So we're going to get the resin, let it flow all the way down, get it around that little bend, which is sometimes a little bit tricky. Hopefully I don't have to drill again. Oh, it's getting around that bend. Hope the UV doesn't get to it. Let me see if that helps a little bit better. Block it. I don't know how well this is showing up for you guys, but I'm gonna use a little bit of heat. The lighter the heat basically just kind of thins the resin out, helps it flow into the crack. Which that just did the trick, so it got me around that little bend. Now that little elbow is filled in. So it's all filled in. Took about, what, 4 minutes? I'll be back in a minute with a picture of the completed chip repair. Alright, so now got the other chip. I'm walking back to that first car I started, the other Accord. That lamp's been on there for about 4 minutes, so this resin is completely cured. It's ready for the pit fill. Basically the pit fill, let me get this bridge off real quick. Set this up so maybe you can see this. If I can get it. No. Okay, so basically to get this off, pop this, grab it with the rags. I can get all the extra resin off. You can see the chips all filled in. We just have that divot where I drilled in where the rock hit. Just gonna grab our pit fill resin, and we are going to, hold on a second, sorry about this. We're gonna take 1 drop of our pit fill resin. We're going to fill in that little void right there. We're going to put our curing square on there. Just gonna flatten it out, put the lamp on. This takes about 30 seconds to cure. Just leave that on there for 30 seconds. Got your razor blade. What I like to do is I kind of like I like to work on multiple cars when I can. So this one, that resin's cured. The other chip on the other Accord is already filled in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go put this lamp on there and get the curing process done on this this Accord right here. And then what I'll do is I'll go shave down the resin on that first car, and I'll polish out the chip. Because once you shave down that resin with the razor, it's going to be kind of like a whitish kind of color. And I use a pit polish, which is going to get rid of that white look on it. So that's where the chip was. See me shaving down. You see how it kind of turns like white right there where I shaved it? Well, we don't want it looking like that once we're finished. So what we're going to do is we're going to get my pit polish real quick. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just put down a little drip. You don't need much. It's just like a compounding polish. Just going to polish out that resin, make it look a little more clear, less noticeable, which I personally like. Plus a bottle of this is like $4. It will last you like 9 months. It's like the cheapest part of the business. And you can see it's less white, it's less noticeable. You're still going to see a little bit. It's not going to disappear, but it looks a lot better than it did. Alright, so we're back at this second car I have going. I have it curing right now. I'm going to move this lamp so it hits a little bit more of the sides of it. As you know, what I like to do is keep it going. While this one, instead of just standing here for 4 minutes, I'm just going to grab my bridge, look on my list. I'm going to go hit this GMC Acadia real quick, get that one started. That way when this one's finished, I can maximize my money. So coming down here, these guys just picked up a bunch of cars. Last time I came, they only had like 1. But I got here today and they had 7, so there's the chip we're working on right here. So let me see if I can set this camera up. There's the chip. Go ahead and get this thing drilled out. There we go. Got that impact point drilled out. Get it to focus a little bit better. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and set my bridge up on here. Got it. I'm not be able to see this fill in too well, but I'm going to put in 4 drops of resin. Put my plunger back in. Let's see if I can get it where you can see the resin go in. Okay, so I got my, I'm going to push this down. Oh. There we go. If you don't get it centered properly on the drill hole and the impact point, sometimes the resin can kind of squirt out the side. But you don't want to do, because then you're just wasting material, which really isn't expensive by any means, but you know, might as well get the most out of it as you can. So I'm just flexing that, trying to get that little leg filled in. Back this plunger up. Creates a vacuum inside, sucking out the little air pocket that's in there. Wipe up this little bit of resin right there. And as you can see, that that leg is pretty close to going away. Let me put this down on pressure again. When you're filling these legs in, when I use the probe, just put it kind of right next to it and open it up, and you can see that resin. You see it? It's filling in. You see it pulled back. I'm going to put it on vacuum real quick. Pull that air out. Put it back on pressure. See that resin going in? Push a little air bubble back into, but just keep opening it up. Work it out. Put it on vacuum. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this bridge over a little bit. It's pretty clear now. It's almost filled all the way in. You can see it right there. I'm going to put my probe in there, kind of open it up a little bit better. There we go. And waste material. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. The leg up. Kind of just get that resin in that last little leg. See it? Now it's filled. Filled in. Now, it's been 4 minutes on this video, so go back. What I'm gonna do? You already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get my UV light because this one's done. So this is, I'm on my 3rd car out of 7. Been actually working on these for about 25 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. $105 in 25 minutes. Where are you gonna make that kind of money? Plus, I'm working for myself. I don't have to listen to no boss. I don't have to be in at any specific time. It's got my lamp. Put that one on there, get that one curing. Now, I'm gonna go back and get that second car number 2. I'm gonna put, take the bridge off, put my UV, or my pit resin in. Get that thing curing. There's that big bubble looking chip. No more big circle, no more little leg driving up the top. I've got, sorry about this, my resin. Okay, I'm gonna put a little drip, fill in that tiny little drill hole. Get my curing tab out of my box right here. Put that on. And then this, I'm just gonna let sit for like 4 minutes under the overcast. The UV will still get through it, will cure it. I'm gonna end this video right here, and from now on the rest of the video, I'm just gonna show you some before and afters of the other 4 chips.